Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Happy Sunday. Hope you all doing well today. So, yes, y'all see the title. It's a Mizzle Social Corner. So, we got a couple of things to discuss. Hope y'all all come in and enjoy. Welcome. Hope you have fun. And I'm ready to hear your opinions. So, we got a couple of things to discuss today. We're going to talk about the Ricky Martin development. We're going to talk about Orion showing his meat to the world. Oh, what's the point of that? And then we also talk about Arionne Curry breakdown on Instagram. We're going to talk about Martell Holt, his rejection story, whatever. And then we also going to talk about the Russell and Future debate of somebody in the 8 at the Table podcast had a discussion. Hey, Dominique Boo, how you doing? And we're going to discuss stats. So before we get to that, y'all know I do a show's update. Let me get on real quick. I'm trying to wait for people to come in so we get this thing started because I do want to talk to people. Hey, what's on, y'all? What's going on? Yeah, it's so shiny, bright like a diamond today. All right, so let's get the show's update going. I play through the music. And then... All right, that's great. Let y'all people know about me. Share this video out and let's go. So while I'm talking, more people might come in. All right, Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 is on break. It resumes in September, but you know the drama is still going on social media. So no, I ain't seen them yet. I will though. Season 4 breaks in September. It resumes in September. Love and Marriage DC. So season 1 is on Saturdays. This past Saturday was the finale, and it was okay. I don't know about the finale. I'll make it for the reunion. The finale was like, it didn't really move me to that point for me to say, oh my God, it was a big finale. It wasn't to me. And when we talk about it, we will talk about it. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it was okay starting the season. I just wish that they didn't use Winter so much as a storyline to carry the season. And I hopefully when they come back, they give more of themselves and not rely on someone else. Because I didn't like that. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14 on Bravo TV on Sundays. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12 is on Bravo TV. Yeah. I don't think it's bad. I think they just do better. They could do a little bit better. We'll see. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12 is on Bravo TV on Wednesdays. Real Housewives of Dubai on Bravo TV on Wednesdays. MTV Catfish, season 8 is on Tuesdays. And Catfish has been like not really be given that much lately either. But we'll see. Marriage to Medicine, season 9 is on Sundays on Bravo TV. Hey, Tracy Boo. So next Sunday, we're going to talk about Married to Medicine. So we're going to watch the latest episode tonight and the latest episode of Atlanta. And we get to watch that. And then next Sunday, we talk about it the next week. Bell Collective season 2 premieres on July 29th on Fridays. I can't wait till that come back. And I will review Bell Collective. Stay tuned for that. DH1 Caught in the Act. Season 1 premieres on tomorrow, basically. Ciao. Hey, CM Boo. What's up? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about Arionne Curry. We're going to talk about her. Oh, yeah, you hear the cover? I'm ready for you to cut up. Because when we talk about that, I think that's going to be the last topic, but we have other topics to discuss, too. And we're going to talk about her breakdown and what she's doing. Ciao, gosh. That was a lot. All right, let me see. So, Tammy, according to Act, tomorrow I recorded them, so I'm going to see how it is. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to reveal it or not. I might just talk about it, but not too much. Let's do a pre-recorded video. I don't think I will do that. We'll see. I'll watch a couple episodes and see how I feel about it. Ready to Love Miami Season 6 premieres on July 29th, the same day as Bell Collective. I will review Bell Collective, but I will not full review Ready to Love. I'm just going to watch alongs on my Discord of Watch Along Ready to Love and talk about it on Discord. But as part of review, nah. Unless something really get crazy, unless something really needs to be talked about, I would do it every spot then and there. But other than that, it is going to be a watch along. I Love it Hip Hop, Miami and Atlanta, both is coming back August 8th on VH1 on Mondays. And I will not review those either. I'm just not feeling Love it Hip Hop anymore like that. But I will do watch alongs to see how we feel about this episodes. We can just talk about it. P-Valley, it was a break this week, so we got a little break from the little heaviness we had last episode. So it'll resume next week. It's on Stars. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a show that I would talk about it here and there, but it won't be like a weekly thing. Just like some of the shows I'm doing. It won't be a weekly thing. We'll just talk about it and maybe do a little general talk. Other than that, I don't think I really want to review it like that. Drag Race All-Star Season 7 Winner Circle. It's really good. I know I fell asleep on one of the episodes last night, so we got to be some more on that later on. All right, the Black Hamptons, I got a premiere date. Black China put on her Instagram that it's going to premiere on BET Plus on August 25th. So they pushed it back. Remember, it was supposed to be released on July 1st, but I guess it wasn't ready yet. So they pushed it back to the end of next month, which is fine because a lot of the shows are coming out too that we need to have some time to do if you want it. College Hill Celebrity Edition on BET Plus. Right now it's up to episode 5, so we'll wait till episode 6 comes out, and then we will review the next 3 episodes on Sunday. Is it Sunday or Monday? I think it's on Sunday. So after episode 6, we'll go review 4, 5, 6. Real Side Chick of Charlotte, season 2 premieres to be determined. I can't wait till this come back because I want some laugh. I want some funniness going on. I want some ratchetness. You can't take these ladies too seriously, so I just love to review it and just talk about it. All of the Queen's Men season 2 is on BET Plus on Thursday. And we watched the first 2 episodes. And it was nice. I ain't fun. It was okay. I mean, all this system of killing they was doing, but gosh, they can take you. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think College Hill was that bad. I don't like the celebrity edition part because I like the essence of what College Hill used to be. And I will hope they come back to it. I guess they're trying to get the younger crowd back at College Hill so they can go back to the essence. But to be honest, it ain't too bad. Yes, it's nice to look at. And I love Side Chick. Yes, I like Side Chick of Charlotte. Remember I reviewed it? And it was fun. I enjoyed it. So I can't wait till it come back. Bat-ish premieres July 21st. This is this Thursday on HBO Max. It's a new show for Issa Rae. Y'all watch Insecure. So you know Issa Rae, she does a good job with her shows and everything. So I'm looking forward to it. And watch it. Let's do a watch along. Maybe on this Thursday or movie night, we watch the first episode or 2, whatever episodes, how many they have. Maybe only 2 episodes. Eve Nephew acting like this. Eve Nephew? Who's his nephew? What nephew? Oh. Even I was like, okay, now I get what you're saying. I mean, he just got shot. I mean, I don't know how somebody could be tough so getting shot. But in the freaking world, you gotta be tough. Keep it hard, man. Hard. All right. What else going on? So you catch my HPV Caption review on Wednesday, movie night on Thursdays. Next Sunday, we're gonna talk about Married to Medicine, Love and Marriage DC, Real Housewives of Dubai, and College Sale. So it's 4 shows, and y'all know I'm ready for it. You know I can talk, so we're gonna talk about these 4 shows. And next Monday, it will be Real Housewives of Atlanta and P Valley. All right, I said, let's get on this. All right, so the lineup is we're going to first talk about the Ricky Martin story. Oh, as we talk about each topic, I will share the link. Oh, that crying, like, man up, like. But child, when you get shot, I don't know how anybody going to react. As we do the new topic, I'll share the link. So if y'all want to look at it while we talk about it, we can. So Ricky Martin first, and then we're going to talk about Alliance showing his meat to the world. Then we're going to talk about this little Russell versus Future debate and why this is still going on, why this is still talk about, why men are so hell-bent about talking about this topic. And Rico, who's on 8 at the table, it's a podcast. I don't know if it's 8 of them, but he's part of it. And he discussed his take on it, and we're going to discuss that. Martell Holt rejection interview that they had with the interviewer being if he could pick me. Mad. I said, girl, what? It's so funny. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. And the Arionne Curry breakdown, and we're going to talk about that. That's going to be the last topic. All right. Oh, you know what? I did. Vive la vida loca. You know, Ricky Martin. Shake your bonbon, shake your bonbon. Right, child. Let me see. I'm getting together, y'all. Let me put this thing up first. I was prepared and stuff. You know, I shared the link, but I didn't share all that stuff. All right, so when I first, hold on, before I start, you know, yeah, when I first heard this story, and I was like, y'all know how I am, so I'm in the middle with a lot of these things. I don't automatically talk to things with conviction unless I know all the facts. So I can't really say that this is really true that it's saying, or I can't really say this is false. I'm just gonna let it play out and let us give us more details of this. But I don't know for Ricky Martin, we don't really know much scandals of him of the years that we know him, and he be really pretty like a low person. So when I heard this, I said, wow, what is going on here? And why? And what's the point? What's the purpose? So all this stuff was going on in my mind and everything. I said, if it's true, why will you jeopardize that? Why you risk your freedom after all this time to even do that when you married, you got the kids, all that stuff? I just don't know. So let's read what it's saying. Ricky Martin had a 7-month relationship with his 21-year-old nephew. First of all, when I saw that, I said, what? I forgot. Oh, yeah, he wrote the episodes. Yeah, he produced that. When I saw nephew, I said, what kind of essential kind of things going on? But surprise, a lot of coaches, that's normal. So I just don't know. So who is now accusing him of domestic violence and filing a restraining order? The nephew alleges he was abused by the singer, and Martin will face up to 50 years in prison for incest under the Puerto Rican law. I mean, let's read this little thing, the snippet they had under here. Shortly after denying allegations made against him in a domestic violence restraining order that was filed in Puerto Rico, Whitney Martin's accuser has been revealed after the complaint was made anonymously under Law 54, known as the Domestic Abuse Prevention and Intervention Act. Martin's brother, Eric Martin, revealed that the victim is the artist's nephew, Dennis Yandel Sanchez, according to Marca. Under the allegations made by his 21-year-old nephew, it is said that he ended a 7-month relationship with Martin, and that the two recuerdo, whatever, singer did not take it well, consistently reaching out to him and loitering outside his house. Sanchez added that there was physical and psychological abuse that occurred during the relationship. The legal battle is set to begin on July 21st under Puerto Rico law. Allegations of incest are taken very seriously. If proven guilty, the artist could face up to 50 years in prison. Allegation on that led to a protection order was completely false and fabricated. Representative for Martin told People earlier this month, we are very confident that when the true facts come out in this matter, our client, Ricky Martin, will be fully vindicated. And this was from Pop Base. They revealed this. Pop Base is the one that mentioned this article when I saw it. So, to get the sources. I'm saying that this happened. It's allegedly. All right, y'all. So how do y'all feel about this? All right, this incident thing. I'm going to pause it. I just feel this is like really crazy. First of all, the sexual relationship, if this happened, that is ridiculous. And then 20 years old, like how old is Monkey Martin? Like close to 30, 50s now. I was like, what's the point in going long with a 7-month relationship with a nephew? Like, what was the point of that? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, I was saying, hold on, why is it? If this is true, this is all alleged. We don't know the facts yet. This was allegations, y'all. But if this is true, why risk it? Why risk it? And if you go do somebody younger, why got to be your family member? It don't seem right to me. It don't seem right to me. And anybody right in mind form will even go that far to risk it, or when you know that's wrong in many eyes, to cheat on your husband with somebody young and cheat on your husband with your own family member. Well, was groomed by the Mendes brothers, father and that child, and domestic violence, to get a straighter order, like y'all know how I feel about DV. I'm someone who don't take that very lightly. I'm very serious about that based on my upbringing. It's like I don't take that. So if we actually go to that far and domestic violence and using a position of power, because at the end of the day, if this is somewhat true, he has money, he has power, he has status. And not only that, he's an uncle. So all of that could put the pressure on our young boy that he had to follow law. Don't bear to say nothing. Don't do this. Don't do that. You got to do what I say, whatever it is. It doesn't go off. Then I come after you. So the fear that's going to be happening. That's crazy. Now, if it's not true, my thing is, what is the point of that nephew's doing all this? Like, who put them up to this? It's just like, you get rejected, or you didn't like it, was there something going on? Is you're not close to the family, you want to get a payout? I don't know, but I feel like this is really crazy for this to get put out there like this. That's why I said let's wait for the facts and see what more development comes forward and see what's going on. But as initial reading this, I said this is a bunch of sickening mess where you allegedly jeopardize your whole future for this. And even dating someone that young just seems to feel like pedophilish to me. Because even though he is adult, at the end of the day, it's still wrong. Seems like a child to you. And that's again, like I said, we don't really know much about Ricky Martin for that to even just something that he would do. So he said he going to fight this in court. He know he's completely innocent, and this was going to happen, and we will see what's going to go on. But I just don't feel like this was jam. I know him and his family right now is like, what the hell is going on here? I go, imagine his husband. I know probably stay by him, but imagine his husband. It's like, come on. So after this said and done, I know this family gonna need some healing to get over this, because which way you go side you on is not a good look at each side at all. And like I said, I never push past people because anybody's capable for anything. So we'll have to see what's going on, how I feel, how this gonna happen. But Ricky, man, if this is true, this is not good. This is why. That's all I gotta say is why. What was the reason? What's the reason? And why this is a thing? I don't think I have much to say about this one. Unless you got anything else to say, let's move on for this. I just want to put it out there because this was recent development. It was just like showed like a day or two ago. So I was like, oh, I got to talk about it on Sunday because, whew, man. And like I said, I was talking about this last night with some of the people on Discord. They said, yeah, some culture is very normal. But I said, no, I know it is, but it just still don't seem right. All right, that's it. We'll move on. So I'm not gonna show the video, nothing like that. So I'm gonna post it here. If y'all want to see it, I will share it. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna show what he looked like if y'all don't know what he looked like. All right. All right, so we're gonna quickly talk about this a little bit. All right, so a couple of days ago, I don't know what people got this from or what happened. Because if y'all know, Orion is Omarion's brother. You know, Omarion from BTK, former group BTK. And he did a recent battle with Mario. And, you know, he's the one that came out with the watermelon. And he would eat a watermelon with his brother on stage. I mean, that was stupid anyway. But they call it, ever since then, they call it the Melon Brothers. It's funny. But Orion was the brother, is the brother. And, you know, everybody talk about him every now and then, how they got good genes that look good, whatever, all that stuff like that. So, but we don't really see much about him that much other than his good looks that he's a Mormon brother. So I don't know what possessed him to come out, or he was probably doing this for someone and they screenshotted it, or he did it for OnlyFans and they asked him to do something. I don't know if he has one. Don't come up with me if they're wrong. Y'all let me know. But I just don't know who got this idea. Oh, so it wasn't OnlyFans. So I was like, because I was like, what possessed him? Because I was like, maybe he did this for content that he got paid for. Somebody asked him to do it, and he decided to do it. And I was like, all right, but he always been private like this. So I said, what's the point of putting it out there? And you know, once, all right, this is my okay, it makes sense now, OnlyFans. So it makes sense that why it's out there, because once you put something on OnlyFans, and people listen, if you put some content on OnlyFans, people go screenshot that thing and put it out there. Especially a celebrity, or you somewhat close to celebrity, or some linkage to a celebrity, they're gonna put it out there. Especially they want to know what you packing, which it is, because this day and age, everybody is sexual. Most people, the younger generation, they're sexual. They like to look, the visual people. So he decided to do a jumping jacks in the video and meat swinging and dangling. And I was like, oh. And it wasn't fully hard either. So I was like, oh yeah, he's not gonna go to it. It's a thickness. Because you look at it, it don't look small at all. So I said, oh child. But I know a lot of people talk about the tip, the discolorization of the tip. But if y'all know about penis, it's never always the same color sometimes with your own body. Sometimes it can be lighter than your body, it could be darker than your body. You got two colored penises. The tip is lighter than the base, and the base is lighter than, it could be anything. Sure. I know Tracy. And that's how I first find out about it. No, actually, you know what? I was looking at the trailer and I saw it. And then you posted on a group chat that we on. And I said, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. But he didn't say nothing since this happened, like, because I could have sworn somebody said he apologized. I said, what are you apologizing for? You putting your own content. I mean, maybe he was quiet, but like, oh, he's sucker, so that's why it's something. I see. Y'all still hear me, right? Because sometimes my Wi-Fi signal would be acting up, so I decided to get off camera, so y'all can just hear my voice. So I get off. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, good. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Dakota Boo. No, he didn't say that. Hey, Dakota Boo. I would say, hey, it is what it is. Ain't no shame. They ain't shaming your game if you put it out there. OnlyFans. Now, I just expect that you will, but what's in the internet? But I was like, if it's your own private page, you don't want to expect the people who will leak your stuff, but usually that happens because it's the internet, the age of internet and everything. So, and obviously, probably promote more of his traffic to his channel because now people go flock to over there. I mean, I'm not paying for no OnlyFans account, so it's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. So I was looking to see. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. But you'll expect people who pay your content to leak your stuff out there because you want people to come to your page to pay for it. But I guess people probably will now. We'll see. Maybe it'll increase the sales. But interesting. Interesting. I know. I said, okay, whoever's the lucky lady, whoever's the lucky person in his life, they got something going on. But I said I want to say that. I want to see what y'all opinions about how y'all feel. If y'all seen it, if y'all did not see it, I shared the link to it so y'all can look at it yourself. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that anytime y'all want to discuss it. Other than that, that's it. That was all I had to talk about. I know it's going fast, but the major topics we're going to talk about this last three, and that's why it's going to be longer than the other three I'm talking about. But that's what I'm going to do quick with some of the stuff. All right, let me share the next thing. What was it? Rico statement. So if y'all don't know this podcast called 8 at the Table or something like that, I remember we discussed them before. It's this guy on there named Rico. I think that's his name. And I know people talk about his sexuality, whatever it is. I don't really care. But I know he be saying some problematic stuff on that podcast. And I don't know if he's saying it for trolling or he really be mean seriously when he be saying some of this stuff. So he did a reset talk. It was only like 30-second or certain kind of seconds. We're going to listen to it and then we're going to dissect and discuss not only what he said, but why is this a discussion and why is this and what can we do? It's like, it's a lot of things I want to discuss about that. So let's listen to it and then we're going to discuss.
I would ask, if you had a son, would you want him to grow?
All right, y'all ready?
If you had a son, would you want him to grow up more like Russell Wilson?
No.
Or Future?
No. Both no. I would throw my shoe.
Or
I would.
Russell Wilson or Future? Which one would you want?
I would rather him be like Future.
Okay. Who would you rather your daughter date? Russell Wilson or Future?
I would ask,
why did you think?
Because there's pros and cons to both. I would
Answer the question.
If I gave a why, I would want her to date a Future because it takes for you to date a Future to even get a Russell.
Oh. No, because I had my husband first and went and left somewhere else and had to come back to him. I ain't have to be down.
A lot of women
that wasn't the question.
A lot of women need to be broke.
That makes sense, but that wasn't the question.
A lot of women need.
Right, Tracy? That's all this one is saying. If y'all did hear it, they basically asked him, will you want your son to be Russell Wilson or Future? And he said, no. I would throw my shoe at your son. I was like, okay, so if your son becomes a Russell Wilson who treats the woman right, who's know the value of women, loves the woman, take care of the kids, even if they dare not, and love her unconditionally, and treat her as the love that she's supposed to be. You don't want your son to be like one? You want your son to be a freaking Future who's dog woman out, who's a playboy, who are not there for the kids, who bash a woman after they get done with them. It's like the mindset, and not just only him. It's a lot of guys have this little issue with this Western and Future. And I first of all don't know why this is a debate. Why is this a debate going on between Russell and Future, or because Sierra decided to move forward to the next person? If it wasn't Russell Wilson, it was somebody else who's been a nice guy to Sierra and who decided to marry her, take care of her kids. That probably that person's name. But why? And then they treat Russell like he's a simp, like he's nobody, like you don't know what type of guy is. It doesn't mean because he's a good guy and everything. Doesn't mean I was thinking he's going to beat up somebody, Sierra, or do something bad by her, or do something crazy. But he's a human being, just like everybody else. He's not perfect, but at the same time, he's good guy, who well-rounded. Seems so what we could see, he's kind of well-rounded person, individual who knows the value of love and the value of this woman that he dated, that he loved, and he married. So the fact that you don't envision your son to be that person, and these society's vision that the future is the way, y'all need to get your mind off. Get your mind out of that. Get your mind out of that. The fact that you say you go so far to throw your shoe at him, and say, what is that? So that means you would raise your son to be the playboy? Or fantasize the playboy, because when people on the comment section were saying that he must want her Future. That's what he's going on saying about that. But I ain't gonna bother going far for that. I'm just gonna talk about what he said. So yes, that's what I'm saying. And then he said, "Will you want your daughter to date a Russell Wilson or Future?" He said he will have to go through a Future they will have to go through a Future to get a Russell Wilson. So they had to be broken. I said, women don't need to be broken to get someone who is a nice guy, who's someone who value them. First of all, people don't just be struggling to have the love or the positive love they want. I don't understand why it's our culture in our own community that we so value of the struggle. We so value of the hood style, the lifestyle, the dogging me out, the cheating on me, creating fatherless homes. All that stuff. We fantasize of that. Even though we don't know it's wrong, but we go after that. Or that's what we look at. So when we see someone like Future, even though we know he's a douchebag, that's someone people praise him for. So we get someone like Russell Wilson, we don't normally see that. So we all automatically thinking that, oh, he must be a simp. He don't know anything. He don't know what he's doing. He must not know that. He must raise like this way. He's too emotional. He might this, all that stereotypical stuff when you report the person who's a nice guy towards a woman. So no, we have to get off this mindset to teach people that the struggle and the bad boy act is not always the key to go through something just so you get to a nice guy. This fairy tale bullcrap everybody have, need to stop that. Okay, if you want to be real quiet as a cat, a lot of these fairy tales was not really fairy tales at the end. It was mostly horror stories like disguised as fairy tales, but that's a different story. But other than that, okay, a lot of these fairy tales always have some dark tones under it. So this. We don't need to go through all that. We don't need to go through all that, and women don't need to go through all that. When you teach your sons, right? It's like, what we doing here? And the fact that we had to, and I'm saying we, not own community and everything. The fact that I know a lot of people focus so much on their daughters and leave their sons unattended and uncared for is what creating these problems. I feel like you should put a lot more attention and pour a lot in your attention, just as much of your sons as you do with your daughters. As you try to teach your daughters to step away from guys like you, this your fathers. Oh, I want my daughter to date a guy like me. I don't want my daughter. I was like dating a bad guy. I don't want to date in the future and all that's like that. But low key, you are a future. And low key, you want to beat the brakes off the futures. The day every step to your daughter when you are one yourself. Like, how can you go to confront someone when you are one yourself? It's like, what are we doing? Instead of teaching the sons the value of loving a woman, value respecting Black women, the value respecting the children, loving the children unconditionally, being there, all that stuff. Stop creating brookless, parentless homes. And create the foundation for other future children to look at. If we pour to our sons as much as we pour to our daughters, then these sons won't be out here like that, thinking that they could have to be bad on women, have to be abusive towards women, have to be all that stuff towards women, break them down. So they can look for them. No, you don't have to. If they go up being like a Russell, and I know Russell tired of hearing his name being compared to this guy. I know he's tired. Because I know I will be too. I said, can y'all get my names out your damn mouth? Like, listen, don't y'all paying me? Like, stop talking about me. Like, what is going on here? But as much as y'all talk about this guy, as much attention he will be getting too. So, pour as much as your sons as you do to your daughters, and then we won't have much futures out there. Yeah, it's like, come on. At the end of the day, he is the nice, like, come on. Pour into your sons to raise women right, to respect women. Hey, if they don't like women and they want to be married, teach them to respect the person they with. It's like we create so much value of a struggle and brokenness in a bad boy image criteria that's the way to go. And no, and you don't talk down on people who are different. Most men are futures, and you talk down to the ones who are Russells. And it's like, and they don't get a break. So when they get so much being looked over by not just by men, also females, then they become my future there. So because they say whatever. But if the true ones stay true to themselves, no matter who the girl was, they can find another one who values them. That's what I'm saying. And everything. And the fact that you say you would throw your shoe at your son who become a Russell, like what a Russell had to mean is that you had to throw your shoe at him because he's nice. And it's not getting this because he's nice. It's not because he's nice. It's that he values the woman he with. Whether it was Sierra or not. I can see the guy who values the woman. Who don't treat them like trash. So, and then this lady, she said, no. I was with my husband. I had to leave him and go back to him. I said, girl, you just validate this guy. So I don't know what you hell you thought you were saying. But girl, basically you just told us that you had a Russell. You didn't value him. You left him for a future. Then you went back to a Russell. You went back to your Russell. No, because I was with my husband and I was with him and I came right back to him. Why? Because you didn't value him? Now you realize he was the better one than the one that you were looking for because in the society you was going for the bad boys or this guy wasn't, he was doing all the right things for me, but he wasn't the bad boy, the hood type. Disrespect my feelings. Curse me out. Do whatever it is. All that toxic stuff that people fetishize and think that's cute. It's not. Think that's really cute? It's not really cute at all, y'all. It's really troublesome. But we all embedded to the society of that struggle, the bad boy, the disrespectful men is what's valued. And since there's so many dimes in a dozen out here, it's really hard to get the little ones that is nice. So when you get that one nice, you got to latch onto them and not destroy them because they don't become living to expectation of what the future supposed to be. Then you want to turn the nice one into a future. So what? Oh, why you didn't? No, stop all that. Keep the one. They have no other role model to show them. That's why they spend all the love and hate and respect them. That's why they woman traits in assets of that goes against the woman, or woman traits in assets that go in favor towards a woman. Yes, and because a lot of boys don't have the father roles in their life household, they are going around. But these fathers became now futures themselves, so they can't really teach the man to be respecting women because they can't respect the woman themselves. Going around creating all these broken ass homes. So if we focus on pouring the boys into loving women, then this shift on the mindset that the Russells are the simps and they're not good guys, or they are good guys trying to take away from the futures. It's that. Now the woman who wants a future, they can have the future, but they have to understand what comes with that futures. Oh, okay. I got you. So the mindset that instead of teaching women that no, the future is not the right for you, you should date the Russells, and you don't need to go broken to get the Russell. No, teach them to find the right person up front, so they won't have to find the broken futures. That's one, and also teach the boys to respect women. And if you do, and if you ladies who are single parents raising boys, then we have to have the mindset of if the father not around, find positive role model male figures so they could be around, so they could shape them to the men that you want them to be. Because sometimes not just the man, it's the woman too, with the mindset that the future is the one, and it's not right. And I'm not saying, oh man, because most women wants the Russells. Yes. So we have to get off that mindset of that thinking that the future is the way to go. You need to teach your sons and daughters that the daughters expect they are men, they are Russells, they are men who are futures. And you want someone who will treat you well, line yourself with Russell. But if you like that future types, you have to understand what comes with the territory. And Russell could have some little bad boy tendencies under him. But doesn't mean he overall will be disrespectful of his woman now. So we can't do it. We gotta stop that. It's like this debate is going on too long, and it's like, why men so bothered? Why men so bothered? And a lot of these ladies want a Russell. But it's hard because sometimes you just love that exterior, you love that toughness, the hood. You love it. Yeah, I don't think really hood. It's just that you just love that antics of what the struggle story comes from. So no, they don't need to be broken. They need to be taught. They need to be known to be respected. And that when Rico was saying all that stuff before, first of all, you come in the freaking thing with the dangling earrings like that you have on. Dangling earrings. And it turns your nose when you hear the Russell name. Like, why are you frowning up your nose for? Like, it is not only him, it's a lot of other guys who do the same thing. Downplaying the Russell. That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to grow up and respect the women. And as a community as a whole, we need to stop freaking praising these futures. We got to stop doing that. It's a cycle that needs to be broken. Exactly. Take stuff that could help people. And it starts, like Tracy said, it starts in the childhood. It starts at the home. And that sometimes the internal hate, the hatred towards women. Because you got the hatred towards women, you can't respect the man. You can't respect the man who loves and values a woman. Because you have to have the person who's a future who show you what you align yourself with. That's what you have to disdain for a future. No, for Russell. Not knowing that that's the toxic that you should stay away from. That's the toxic you should not be one. That's the toxic that you want your daughters to stay away from. Because that's the mindset you have, then you can't condemn other people who have that same mindset. But you should not be condemning the person who is nice either. Because if you didn't grow up that way, that's on you. Change your mindset. So I just feel like why this debate is going on over and over and over and over and long as this. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. This broken, toxic mentality that people have, y'all need to let that go. That's not cute. At the end of the day, it's not cute. So what's nice? A guy's nice. Let them be nice. You need more nice guys out there. Throw your shoe at your son if he becomes. I was like, boy, you need to sit your ass down. Go find your future if you want that person. I said it. Sure. All right. I think that's it. Anything else about the future, the rest of the thing, and then comments? Yeah, put it down below. Next, we're going to talk about these next two topics, and we're going to talk more in depth of the next two topics. First, we're going to talk about Martell interview. It was a panel that was, let me put the link to it. It was a panel. Let me put the link down and we discuss it. All right, so I took some notes too. So Martell was a panel. It was Shea Ministry, And it was him. It was Delicious. It was Tammy Rivera. It was Jason Lee. They had a therapist and somebody else. It was another guy, and I think, and I didn't really get his name because I wasn't really taking focus on everybody else. I just wanted to focus on Martell section. That's the only thing I cared about. And the topic was about rejection. Wait, let me see what the talk was saying. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. They treat them like, especially the younger ones now, they treat their kids like they freaking fancy and I want to teach them. Because they wasn't taught right. So it's like this pattern, it needs to be separated. So that's why we have this ongoing debate of having the bad boys and the nice guys. And it's like, it's ridiculous. You want to be respected, but you need to break that cycle of showing these boys. And that's why I say pour into your boys as much as you pour into the girls. Y'all focus so much on the girls and just neglect the boys, they're going to run them up. And then what? And then you enable their behavior because you didn't know nothing else just because it's your son. No. Somebody say you got to toss from the side, but at least teach them right and wrong. But all right, so the panel, it was different. It was about rejection. And Martell had his piece. Child. They are. And it is sad. Like I said, this country is run by the hierarchies. White, Christianity, men, and heterosexuality. You know, if you fall up on all those stuff, you don't have no rights, basically. It is sad. So they did an interview, and he talked about rejections. And that's why I said I want to discuss a little bit more thing about this, because this, and it leads into, because this interview leads into Arionne having her freaking breakdown and having a freaking 4 hours plus interview Instagram. Now, I didn't really see the visuality of the interview. I saw when Jamie put it up there on her channel, and I watched her channel and look at the whole live. Treat people the way you treat them. What happened to that? It's out the window. You don't have those same values anymore. I don't understand either. So we all know Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all don't know, Martell Holt is from the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise. That has been like a really phenomenon on our own channel that was created by Carlos King, and it created 3 couples and a thing. And 1/3 of the couples were Melanie Holt and Martell Holt, and they divorced now. But throughout the process of the show, they was in a relationship, and their cheating, the infidelity, became part of their storyline. And because of that, we see it plays out, not only on the show, but also on social media, what was going on and happening. Now, the infidelity and the affair happened before the show even started. Now, when it came to the show, he wasn't stopped. But it's coming to find out he didn't stop when the show was airing and when they were filming. So now all this stuff is playing out. When we find out he was stopped, and he told Melanie that he was gonna do better, he ain't gonna do on it. He said, "I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do everything because I was gonna be your baby, because I love you, girl. I love you, girl. I ain't gonna do everything too much. I know I love," and all that stuff. But technically, he kept going. And before this interview, because this interview was on June 5th of this year. This was June 5th. And then I think this was before, I think it was before the vacation they had, or after. I think it was before the vacation that they went on. Because Melanie had a trip with her kids. She paid for a trip for her kids. And I guess she tacked on Martell to come and his mother to come. But originally, the trip was not for them. It was for her kids. But I guess she extended an olive branch to extend him and his mom to come to the vacation trip. So that's why they was there. So I don't know why everybody trying to go, think they ain't trying to get back together. I don't think she's trying to get back to him at all with him. Whatever. I mean, if she want to get her thing they play with, I said, listen, she's grown, they grown, whatever it is. But to the point to get back together, I don't see that happening. But that's what it was. But on the show, the only thing he was mentioning, the reason why he decided to step out was that she wasn't giving him enough sex. and Mamie had. Yes. He basically was saying that. She wasn't getting much head, no, that's on that. After I had settled all that stuff, she was starting to give more. But he still wasn't, still wasn't enough. And he still kept going on the fair. Two-parent household. Y'all know who she is. And maybe some other chicks, according to two-parent household, he had other chicks as well. But she thought she was the one who ace boo coon. But we'll get to that segment in a minute. All right. So that was the whole basics of that. But now he had his panel. So, lady, I didn't get to interview her name, and I don't think I really care. But you could tell if you're going to interview someone or the panel cast, you have to get to know what exactly everything. And you should be doing your research, because if she knew what's all the stuff that was going on, she wouldn't have been saying half of the stuff that she would have been saying right now. And it seemed like she was a big pick me, all that stuff. That I shared the link to the interview. So if y'all want to watch it, when we talk about it, y'all get a chance of what's going on. And she was a pick me, laughing so hard, doing all this stuff. And she's a relationship expert. But people tell me that she hasn't been in a relationship for like 7+ years. So how she be an expert? I said, listen. She may could give good advice, but if you don't want someone who's not in a relationship and they've been in a relationship for a long time and trying to give me advice, I don't understand why you don't want to go with that person. I said, okay, yes. Just like a marriage person who haven't been married for a while, giving marriage counseling. Not saying they can't be good at it, but you know, sometimes you want to practice what you preach. All right, so he said 2 things in the rejection. He said he felt rejection in his marriage for 2 things. All the time was mainly 1 thing, but he mentioned 2 things. It was cooking and not having enough sex. Cooking and never having enough sex. That's what he kept saying. Like, that's something that only the woman should provide, especially the cooking part, especially when you got 4 kids together. Have enough sex. And I was like, don't get me wrong. Sex feels good. Sex is great. But if you're using that as your basics for everything other than what y'all have been going through, your foundation of your relationship, then you not value me as a partner. You value me as a freaking sex object who wants to do something for you because you provided something. Not only that, he mentioned that he was a dominant parent. He mentioned that he was a breadwinner in the relationship, which we know that was not true. We know he's not true. Up here lying throughout the whole interview. Say he was a beautiful breadwinner. Now we're going to find out, because we all just thinking that, oh yes, they had the business together and everything. And now we're going to, why you vote? Why all that stuff? Then come to find out Melody had the business license. She had the business acumen. She was the one who was doing all the talking. She was the one doing the business. She was running the business side of things. Or he was all bronze. He was all muscles, building stuff. But he couldn't do it without Melody man by his side. Now that she's dissolved all the businesses, which that was a smart thing to do, dissolved the businesses, and she had her own. Now we see who was the person in the relationship that was doing all that work and who was not. So it's the fact that we know the revelations of the show that when you doing all this, knowing that your wife not only handling the businesses or the brains behind the businesses, or can take care of the children, maybe probably the main provider, all that stuff. But you had time to go out there to have full-fledged sexual affair with someone. Sexual affair with someone. But yeah, you was all this. If you were a dominant parent, you were staying home most of the time, according to you. How the hell you had all that time? What, you was waiting the Melody come home for you to go step out on something? I discussed, I want your opinions to y'all. So it was that. He mentioned that. And then he said throughout the season, up to yesterday, remember I said the date of the interview was June 5th. He said throughout the season up to yesterday, he kept believing she was the reason. Hence why he always keep blaming them. Why he always freaking thinks that she was the fault. Because of her, I did this. Because of that. Because of this. Because of that. Because of that. Because of this. Because of that. Because of that. Taking no accountability. Now he was sitting on the panel and said, "Oh, now I think about it. Yeah, I know. I realized I messed up. I should have. I really should have with that." Now here go the lady. She said, "Now I don't want you to put. I didn't want you to put it on you because I know I watched the show. I watched the field on the season 2 because I started watching season 2, and I don't put it on it because I see a man who wanted to be heard, and she wanted to not listen to you. She didn't want to hear you. So you was begging, and she was not listening, and everything, all that stuff." I was saying because at that point, ma'am, pick me interviewer. She probably was done hearing his lies. She probably was done hearing all that stuff, and she probably tuned out. When you get to the point that you don't want to listen, it's the point. It's the reason, and not because she didn't want to listen at first. She had listened to this guy, and he giving her the runaround. Excuses. Now he did mention also in the interview that one time when he expressed his frustrations of not cooking like he's supposed to and having sex when he wanted to, like I'm some freaking object. Like I have your bag of command. I'll have a want to have sex with you, not because you want me to do it for you. Because when it comes to that point, it comes to the other point of the thing that we don't want to discuss about, the SA and the R. It comes to that, it kind of feeling like that kind of realm when I have to give you what you want. Yes, and she kept stuck in on not being heard. I said, yes, we know you stuck. You know you stuck. And he keeps saying things, and she all laugh. I said, girl, if you stop laughing so damn hard. And he mentioned that how he said something. She said, well, go get yourself a girlfriend. Now, I could believe that Melly said that only after he threatened that he was going to get a girlfriend. I don't think the conversation went that he was expressing his desire. She said, oh, well, go get a girlfriend. I believe he said, listen, you're not cooking like you're supposed to be doing. You're not cleaning them, giving me sex when I want sex. So I'm going to go find me a girlfriend out there who will satisfy me because you're not giving it to me. And I think she would say, okay, then what I'm going to find you a girlfriend. Because when I'm not going to sit here to do it is that doing all this stuff and give it what you need and only go through your beck and call because I don't have other obligations. And then at times I can't give. And the fact that you expecting me to just lay over when I'm tired of everything, you're not kind of wooing me and not doing anything to you, trying to make me want to do something with you. And not knowing that the reason why she probably not doing stuff with you is because what you have been doing and cheating. And I know stuff, and maybe she just feel like she can't give it to, because at that time, at that point, when we saw that in the show, you already was cheating and you kept going. You told her you stop and you kept going. So obviously she don't want to keep doing it with you because you kept having an affair with a two-parent household. So it's a reason why she don't want to keep doing this. It's a reason. So I believe she told you, get yourself a girlfriend. After you threatened, you will get yourself a girlfriend. I said, man, leave me the hell alone. Because I'm at this quiet as cat, but I like some people must listen. They won't not, some people probably won't give up their relationship, because you see a lot of people who take their men back after they keep cheating on them. They say this, I'm not giving up my freaking relationship. Whatever, I stayed at this time with it. You go cheat in peace, but don't bring that at home and don't freaking disrespect me. Go ahead and find you someone, because at the end of the day, come get him, because right now I'm tired. I got these kids, I got these businesses. Go get your dick leg and then whatever, don't bring no babies, don't bring no STDs over here. Sure, why quiet as kept, a lot of relationships going that way anyway. I'm not letting you go. At the end of the day, don't disrespect me. Fortunately, Melly let it go. But hey, there are a lot of women who stay in a relationship, stay in a marriage. So I believe she said that after he threatened it. But she also said to stop cheating, but did you stop? So don't kind of freaking accept it that she told you to do it, that you were not going to do it. When she told you to stop doing it, you didn't stop. So what we doing here? If you're going to listen to her or you're not going to listen to her? So his retaliation of being rejected was cheating. But my thing is, just like everybody else, why you feel that that's the only option you had? And they quick to go to cheating route, not knowing there's another option to leave or to work it out. Go therapy session, stuff like that. Figure out why she don't do this. And not only that, what's wrong with your hands that you can't cook for your own children? Or go get something to eat? Why something that she had to do? You supposed to be the dominant parent. So if you was the dominant parent, what's wrong with you cooking for your own children? And if you can't cook, oh well, you got the money, get something to eat. Or hire a chef. Somebody let me value me to the kitchen all the damn time. First of all, no, it's not happening. Get up your behind and do it yourself. But I'll say, why is that the only option though? I don't understand why you feel like it's the only option and you said leaving, and he could have. But my thing is, I don't think he wanted to leave Melody. He did not think he wanted to leave her because he would have left Melody a long time ago. Especially if we be a two-parent household and everybody claiming that some love could be due to it. And we'll explain that in a minute. Because somebody asked me a question and I want to explain that here. Hopefully, I get my and he comes to realization that he should have kept poking the finger at Melody like she was the issue. It was all on me. And yes, did you think? A lot of people feel like, gosh, once we're a partnership and we're in a relationship, we have to romance each other. It's not just poking and leaving. Gosh, what you think I am? Now, if you want to have that figure hoish moments, you can have the hoish moments. But damn, we're in a relationship. We got other obligations. We're not single with no kids up in here. Oh, when he said he got into the spirit, that's when she laughed so hard. He got in that spirit to go find me a girlfriend. That was just my spirit. Now, I believe he said that because he had a plan, because I think he found two-parent household. Y'all know who she is, Arionne Curry, that's her name. Two-parent household. I think he found her. He marked her. He think that's going to be the girl. He said, listen, this could be the girl, and I found someone I could cheat with. So let me go back to Melody and said, if you don't satisfy me, I'm going to find me a girlfriend. And she said, go find your girlfriend. And then he found the person. That quick. But I think he already had that in her mind. Now, he did mention that how he also told Arionne Curry that he was married. He always had his ring on. Mind you, remember she told us that she didn't know after a couple months or after a year before she found out he married. And then she said at that point, her feelings was too involved. And she decided to keep going with him. He had to find out. I know. I gotta believe him that she probably knew. Because ain't no other way. And then you remember she told herself she didn't have sex with him the first time. She waited a couple months. I said, nah, if he was gonna plan to cheat on his wife, he's not waiting all that long time to find you, girl. He could have had someone else. We're not doing that here. So what were you thinking, that he was wooing you to a relationship? Now I believe he probably did tell her that he wanted to be his girlfriend. But that's to the extent that. And when we come to find out, she had a pattern. When we talk about Arionne Curry, that she has a pattern of being involved with someone else's man. I said, then it's good. This is not your first rodeo. When I ride you like a rodeo. Yes, it's not your first rodeo, girl. You doing this, it's a pattern to you. So you used to this. So basically, when it comes to it, he wanted someone to stroke his ego. Because in my opinion, when you feel like, you say you was a bird when he was doing all this, he was doing that. But in my mind, I think he was an insecure man, knowing that we know the truth now, that Melody was all that to you. was all that in a bag of chips in a relationship. It seemed like she started since she was way younger, 22 something years old, helping you get your education together, helping you get through college, helping you graduate, do all this stuff. Because she was so in love, infatuated with you. All these businesses, doing all this stuff. Come to find out she was all that. That's when you got no money right now. Now you're trying to get a calendar. You're trying to do book. You're trying to do the wine. You're trying to do anything else to get your income going up. So I feel like he felt less valued as a man. He didn't feel like he was a man in the household. Because we all know the truth. Melody was the one who doing all the work. So how dare you mess with your relationship by finding someone who's a 15%, like you said. Melody was giving you 85%. And this side was getting 50%. So you jeopardized your whole marriage for this 50% because she was satisfying that one area in the life household. Like you said too. But the one thing you was getting from Arionne was the sex. Unless you tell us she was cooking for you too. Because that's another thing you say she wasn't doing, cooking or cleaning, sexing you. So that's one thing you was getting for that 50%. So you want to stroke his ego, basically what Tammy was at. Because I know Tammy Rivera was on the panel and she was saying some stuff that we wish the Figure Pick Me interviewer was saying. And like coming out there trying to come after her. It's like, listen. And yes, we don't know everything that happened on reality TV shows. They don't basically tell us everything on reality TV shows. So we have to find out bits and pieces. So if we knew everything on reality TV, we don't have to go to social media because we find out everything up front. But no, we don't get the whole tea. So yes, whatever they're showing us is only a percentage of their whole life. So we don't even know what else going on with them. And I say discussing it on social media or bring it up another time. And why you can't leave. That's the other thing. So yes, he wanted somebody to stroke his ego. So he found someone who's very convenient, who's very there. Now, that's what interview picked. She said, well, this relationship happened before. This affair was going before the show. And he was about to lie. Y'all saw that interview. If y'all seen the interview, he was about to lie. But then he said, oh, yeah. And then she said, oh, well, I go to the point of saying that, why you could. I said, oh, girl, so you should have watched the show. You should have watched it because you should have knew. Research more. Because all you was hell-bent about, oh, I'm being stuck that she didn't listen to you, and I'm being stuck because I hear a person who was trying to call out for help and she was not listening. I'm being stuck. I said, yes, girl, you stuck. To the point that this side piece, two-parent household became the mother of the children, the child Knox, the young boy. Yes. So the question came up was, no, what was it? Oh. Jason mentioned something on the resection interview, right? And I want to see y'all opinions about that. Because he said something about ladies, stop driving your men to other men. And I was watching that with some of the people on Discord. And I think somebody mentioned that they understand it to an extent, but he went too far about driving to the other men part. And I was like, no. If they going, like Tammy said, if they going to other men, it's because they want the man. It's not because we're driving them to you. That's an excuse they go use to say, oh, my lady's doing this. No, they probably want you. They ain't want them, they want you. So, but what about you that you feel like you insecure or you low self-esteem will go for a person who's in a relationship? Jason, but that was a little side piece. So I was like, okay, Jason, you was all right and everything. Yes, there may be some females who don't give their guy a time of day or no one listens to and everything. But like it's going to fall back into why your only option is cheating. If this person not valuing you, This person not doing something that you expect or what you think that you unhappy about. But your first initial goal is to cheating, and hopefully they will keep taking you. Because deep down, you don't want to leave the relationship. You want to keep it going, but you want to have your kick in too and think that something could lie to you and think that this could fixes them to do what you want. No, it's not going to help that. Now, if the ladies decided to keep this relationship and stay with you, it's only because it's beneficial for them to stay in instead of being separate. Because I ain't wasting my time. I said whatever it is, so it is. We're going to have to gravels, whatever it is. Whatever you're doing, whatever, it is what it is. Find some piece of girlfriend. I ain't gonna be no sex slave for you. Hey, if that's an arrangement, that's arrangements. But that's that. His intention was to stay in full on with this two-parent household, coleslaw. That's the big thing that everybody be caught on. He wasn't planning to stay with her. With that. Now, somebody asked me if you was, because I think Carlos did ask Martell to the reunion. He said that after all this long time, it must be something going on with you and coleslaw, two-parent household. It felt like she was something special to list everything off. And then, he didn't really answer that because he didn't want to say nothing to really discuss that. He cared about her because she's the mother of the child. And that's to the point that he really loved the girl. Maybe not too much that he to many expectation on her level. No, not to that level, but to the point. My thing is, yes, having sex with someone for years and years and years, someone could catch feelings. But you catch your feelings. I woke up from the ass nap, my bad. I'm like, hey, Auntie Mama, you good? We talk about the Martell and Arionne Curry. You catch a replay of the other copies we discussed. But hope you had a good sleep though. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, somebody asked me a question. Do you think that it's not possible for people to catch feelings and have sex for that long time? My thing is, sex is sex. And it's a classic example, which is too. Your basis of the agreement or the basis of the arrangement you have with the person, it's just a sexual thing. That's all it's going to be on. When you catch feelings, it's on you because he's eating you out or he buying you things or he doing all that stuff because he want to keep you quiet. He want to keep you happy just for him to keep coming after you, to keep coming to you for sexual favors. Now, if he was doing that for years and only hitting you up when he's upset with his wife just to have sexual favors, the relationship was only based on sex. So yes, people can have a long-term sexual experience and not have no feelings because that's all it was. Now somebody might catch feelings because how good you were in bed, but that's all it was because you catch feelings how good you were in bed. Whether they believe your lies of yes, I'm going to leave her. Maybe I do believe her. He was saying that, but he haven't done that. So when she decided to take upon herself that she was better than everyone. Because he kept going back to you, it's only going back to you because it was convenience. It was easy option. That if you was giving him pushback and you wasn't down for that, bet you believe it would have been someone else right here. It would be someone else he would have kept going on with. The fact that you was the easy target to keep opening your legs and keep getting so excited, thinking that you had one up on him, is that. Because I do believe if he would have wanted to. There are some people, the guys do end up falling in love with their side piece, whatever thing, because he end up respecting and valuing the side piece with his wife. So he leaves the wife to be with you, but he did not do that. And the fact that when Melanie got divorced, I think she's mad because he didn't make that choice to be for her. She took that choice away from him, and now that he's free, he still don't want you. So that means it tells us that he didn't really have much love with you. He just had the idea that you was available for him to have sex with. So yes, it's possible to have years of affair with someone and not catch any feelings because your mind has never changed of the arrangement that you first thought that person was. And as long as they kept going on, unless they keep letting it happen, you will keep going for it. But I think he felt like he thought he would never get divorced. And that's why he kept going on as much as possible. Because he believed that old school, like, oh well, my lady, she should have never divorced me and everyone stuff like that and all that stuff. But you created this messiness. And then you created a bimbo who this chick is, didn't know her place. So yes, people go throwing down in the bedroom, and you may catch feelings. But if one person have a mindset that is only just going to be sex, then that's all it's going to be. So, but then you tricking yourself thinking it could be more than that, and that's not what it was. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It became, how you doing, boo? What's up, Empress? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta do that with the whole Yes. There may be guys who will do that if they value the person they have an affair with. Now, if we would have seen that maybe Martell left Melanie and be with Arionne and decided, so I want to divorce Melanie to be with Arionne and everything, that's something to be. Hey, JW Boo, what's up, y'all? That'd be something. But that didn't happen. He felt like he kept sneaking around on Melanie because he never wanted to leave Melanie. His heart is with Melanie. So, two-parent household, you know, girl, get out of here. I don't watch the show, but I listen to a lot of YouTube reviews and gossip chats. And this man, yes, he called her a peasant, and he called 50%. Why he called 50%? That 50% got that girl going to breakdown on Instagram. She did a 4-hour live because he called her 50%. And they're going to choose to believe his words. Oh, I never called you that. That's a girl. It's on the internet. Go on YouTube and type it up. It's in the world. Everybody can see it. So he definitely called you a 50%. But girl, go ahead. You be simple. Hey, y'all. I've been here for hours prepping this season. All right, JW. All right. It was easy to fool slow because she's simple. Yeah, she's simple. And she's not smart. So then we had people capping for Arionne Curry. Like she was some victim here. No, she wasn't. She wasn't. I do believe she knew early on that he was married. And she chose to stay with him based on her pattern. Because based on the tea that everybody was spending on some of these lives, that her first baby that she has was from a result of a sexual relationship she had with someone who was in a relationship himself. So she has a pattern. It's not something new. And she kept going on that she was young, like it was some badge of honor. Girl, you're 30-something years old. You can't keep using that young word as it is. You knew what you're up. You didn't wait 6 months or whatever, was close to a year to have sex with him. No, you had sex with him that first night. And I believe you knew he was married, but you didn't care. Because he kept complaining to you about his wife. So you thought something else was more to that. Simple me, stupid. I know that she's still stupid. Thank you, Sam. He looks like a rat to me. Yes. So because he said the 50%, led her to have this freaking 4-hour lives on Instagram with a breakdown. She was drinking, trying to call the wives. And we're about to explain that in a minute. Let's go into it. Any other thoughts about Martell interview? I'm just like, so yeah, the question was asked to me, can you have years of sexual relationship and not catch feelings? Yes, because it just basically shows. If one party only focused on the sexual thing and it only came for you just for sex, so that's what it was. No matter how many years it goes down the line, that's what it was. If you keep allowing it and that's an arrangement, they're going to keep going on. That's what now, this is day and age, everybody want an F buddy or friends with benefits and not be in a relationship. So they honestly don't want to catch no feelings. They just want to have someone they could be consistent, have sex with, and that's it, and not have all that extra baggage. So yes, it is prevalent that a lot of these days these people wants to have that situationships and not get in relationships. So yes, it's possible. If y'all don't believe me, go on Twitter. Everybody's saying, oh, they want a consistent F buddy. They want a loyal friends with benefits. They want a loyal person this, loyal person that. I said, why just don't get a relationship? But no, they don't want that. They just want the sexual part. So yes, when you gratify and you focus on the sexual part, sometimes you might catch feelings, but it doesn't mean like that. If both parties don't feel the same way, then that one person who catches feelings, is on you. He needs a faith like Steve with Jay. He needs faith, yes. But you can't for her dumb ass because when I was young and when I had my sugar daddy pay for me, couldn't tell me shit. That's how I knew because I was young and dumb. But my thing is, yes, she was young, but this is a pattern. So can you say she was young and dumb if this is a pattern towards her? This is a pattern. It's not something. This is a pattern. Because she got 2 kids out of men who've been in a relationship. And both of them wasn't hers to begin with. And it's a pattern. So you have to for her because she made that choice. Now, if this is your first time around and you fought with someone who's telling you lies and stuff like that, I understand that. It's her first go around. Shell. Well. Yes. And kept getting pregnant by the same guy. So it's like, she's not innocent in this all. And the fact that she don't want to take no accountability, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. That's the fact that she don't understand the word of justifying and accepting that's not all the same thing. She kept equating that same two, and it's not the same definition, girl. You was justifying your action. Mess up your part, but you was accepting it fully. All right, let's jump into Arionne Curry. Because he said he should have jeopardized his, now he think about it, he should never jeopardize his whole marriage for 50%. That's all she was giving me. Because that 50% she was giving me was a sexual gratification that you probably want to get for your wife at home. So you thought it was all cute and games, keep going back for the affair, and now you have every opportunity to be with this lady, and now you're not with her. And now she's like, oh, well, he's not all good. And then all that stuff, Martell, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Girl, you got played. But you fell for it. And there's nobody to blame but you. Yeah! Never thirsty. Because I stay wet. All right, let's get into the Arionne Curry breakdown. Okay, let's get into it. So I just shared the link of the interview of just the link I shared was only her part with Gigi. That's the main thing got interested. I did see the whole live, but the part with Gigi is the one that got really interested. That's where she really started breaking down and everything. Yeah. Okay, y'all. This is the last topic of the thing, but yes, it is sad that she broke down and crying, but I'll say, girl, you You bought to see yourself. You bought to see yourself. So let's get into it because I took some notes. And we're going to discuss some things on. So y'all be ready to share your thoughts, y'all. And if y'all on Arionne Curry side, y'all share your opinions. I don't care. Well, we'll discuss it, y'all. She said everyone's slow. She keep calling people slow. I said, girl, the only slow one is you. The only slow one is you. We are well aware what's going on. The only slow one is you. And the fact that she said she got 6 people famous on the show. I said, girl, who? We know the who. But I said, you got 6 people famous and you're not making no coin your damn self? How come everyone is making a coin out of your name but yourself? She don't take accountability. She didn't. And that's the whole part of it. Nope, not looking empathy when she was talking miscarriages, calling out her name, saying wanted orders for her. She could walk away scot-free. Yes, all of that. So she's calling people that she was slow, she poor because they kept talking about her. No. What you failed to realize, Arionne, that not one of the person on the show called your name, said your name on the show. They could have talked about any person. Hell, they could have talked about me. And I didn't have no fear with Martell. Hell to the no. But they could have talked about anyone. But they never put a name to it. The only time they mentioned her name, they had a little prompt when Martell was on the phone. He was calling you about paternity of the test. They had Arionne's name down there. And Carlos King, the producer, said your name on the reunion. I don't know why the hell he said the name. I said, Carlos, what the hell? Right, Melanie, right in front of you. Go and say her name. I was like, Carl. You got me fucked up. We'll call her name in the figures. I said, nobody asked you. But yeah, he's the producer, whatever. Sure. I would get Carlos a cursing in his lifetime at that thing too. I said, I was okay. It's already bad enough for anything, but you want to call her name? I said, no, well, she ain't gonna do that far, but you know, whatever. So that's the only time, but nobody didn't mention your name. And yes, on social media, after a while, people was asking who this person is. Funky Nani was the first person who told me who you were. And then you decided to take upon yourself to get on social media and to start blasting everything. And start saying you made yourself known after that. Because you was quiet. Yes, you was quiet. But after a while, you stop being quiet. And since you stopped being quiet, now everybody started crying with you going on. Now, you know, throughout this whole thing, she kept saying, oh, how can I just accept my responsibility? Would you like to see her on the show? As a viewer, do you feel like she needed? At this point, no, she's not needed. She's not needed. At the beginning, before we found out everything that she was saying, before she started going off at Melanie, before she did all of that, everybody would say, listen, where's this girl at? Let her come on the show. Let her say something. Because, you know, call us messy a little bit. Let her say her piece. Who decides she? Let's say something. But, you know, I don't want to do that. So at the beginning, yes. But when we started seeing who she is and how she was coming off course and how she came to bashing Melanie, how she was doing all that, hell to the no. She don't need to be on the show. She don't. Not now. At all, no. Because a drama factor, if we never heard this lady, and then she came on the show and gave her piece, maybe that would have brought ratings to the show. It probably would have. But not with this lady, not how she acted. No, she don't deserve to be on the show. No, she don't deserve to get any coin. Now, she was dumb smart, but we know she's not. After all these freaking lives she be doing on Instagram, getting on freaking plus 1,000 plus people on her live, she could have put them on YouTube and start making money out of herself. Start capitalizing her things. But she didn't do that. The fact that she want to be on the show so damn badly to get her side of the piece, we don't need to see your piece because you be giving your piece on the freaking platforms. And we're doing that social media and the show plays hand in hand. The fact that you saying your piece on a platform, nobody needs to have you on the show because you keep talking. After every episode, she get on live. Almost every episode. So why do you need to be on TV? To say your silent things. We already know your silent things. What can you say that's different? You mad because you're not on a TV show to make a coin. That's what you mad at. And she kept bringing that up. Oh, how can I set the accountability when they ain't putting me on the show to tell my side? We hear your side already. So why be on the show? So no, she don't deserve to be on the platform anymore. She don't. The fact that she showed no remorse, and the fact that she kept going after Mel badly, like Mel did something to your man, when you're the one who do something to her man, then you know you don't need a platform. Right, Jay? All right, Jay Rudolph? Hey, boo. Yes. But you know, people would have been here for it if she would have came to the show without freaking saying anything and being, because you know, it was like, listen, but you know, Owen wouldn't have done that. I don't know, but no, Carlos, she said her name figure, but he should have listened. Let's say this. Let's say if Mel was okay for having a side piece coming on the show instead of her piece, because she knows she will get her coins no matter what. Then she probably would have been on it. Go to Zeus trip. Yeah, go somewhere. She probably would have been on it. But she's not okay there because how disrespectful this chick was. Now, she was disrespectful and she was remorseful and she was understanding what she was doing, then maybe people will understand. But no, she's not. So she did it herself. Calling a girl, put Martell on the phone. I said, who the hell is you? Be mad rude. So no, you drop your chances. You mess up your bag. Because you want to be messy. Because you thought you had a one-up on Mel. Because he kept coming back to you. He kept coming back to you because it was a sex arrangement. Yes, he might call, she might tell you his girlfriend. Yes, he might was playing your head. Yes, he might say he might leave his wife, but he had never done that. And yes, now he could have been with you right now. If it was love, and everybody tried to make it seem like it was something more than what it was, he'd been with Arionne right now. Now he had opportunity. But why you not with her now? Because you know she was a simpleton that she's not the person you should be with. You messed up your life for 50%. And that's concerning on the interview that she was doing. Yeah, so she kept wanting being on live, get the wife's points of view. She went the wife's point of view and said, why wives can I get a right for their husbands? And kind of like blaming the wives for why their husband stepped out. Or not that, or she thinking that she had the mentality that every man is a cheater. So that's what men do. Men is gonna do that. So why you coming after me when the man is gonna do what the man is gonna do? So why the wife coming after me? Why come after me instead of coming after the man? Yes, she should go after the man. But when you being disrespectful, little trick, had to check your behind too. They should mention how all the men on the show had cheated. I believe so. Based on that, when we reviewed that last episode where all the men all of a sudden had a sex as an issue in their relationship, I would say, they all believe just like Martell. Martell was a dumb enough guy that got caught. He was a dumb enough guy got caught. They all had that same mentality. Yes. Twisted mindset she had. Like the men did something for your husband. Girl, you did something to her husband. She was calling the wife like She was something. That's what I'm saying. What the wives to get on the TV? What the wives? What the wives? And now how you know she was talking to the wives like she was talking to Melly? Like I guess she, in her mind, she really wanted to have a sit down talk with Melody. Not off camera, on screen, people could see. She wanted to have that sit down one-on-one with Melody. Because we could tell how she was projecting through this whole interview. She would, every while she was calling in, she would project and say, your man like this, your nigga like that. And why are you getting mad at me? Well, your man coming after me. He was coming after me, running down at me, your man. I said, none of these men's husbands. Oh, none of these men's husbands. What the hell am I talking about? None of these ladies' husbands coming after you. It was Martell. So why you keep projecting that these ladies did something? These ladies' husbands. These ladies' husbands don't know you. So her mind, she was talking to Mel. Even though she was talking to random people who come in and calling her and she stepped in them on their lives. So I said, girl, you're not talking to Melanie, girl. Do you realize that? And then these ladies on their live were telling their whole life story. I said, y'all better stop giving this chick this information. Why you? Cher. That girl Cher was giving a whole freaking life story. I said, Cher, you shut up. Whoever that husband you got right there, he should have you reading down to your lifetime, to the gods. Your family should just like, listen, Cher, you telling so much information. She never did realize that. Yeah. She kept contradicting herself, confusing. One way she understands that she just said it, another way she's saying, going back and forth. It's like one way, oh no. And then at first she said she didn't know she was married, right? And then she said, oh, no. When I find out when I'm married, I was ready too late because I was ready sitting on his face. So when I found out he was married, oh, well, I was ready to sit in his face. Oh, well, when I'm going to stop? I ain't going to stop. I was ready in the face. So, okay. So, you don't care. And you didn't even think about anything because you were ready to sit in his face when you found out he was married. You could tell she was drinking. Because she kept, every lie, she kept going like this. I said, well, hell, she was drinking. She was drinking that thing to the gods. Hey, one part of the thing, she said, I've never been engaged, Shan. I said, girl, okay, you never been engaged. We know that. So she don't know how it is. And how she was asking wives to come in and give her advice when she started giving people their own advice. I said, good. That's why I tell these wives, stop telling your damn story to this lady because she giving y'all advice like she's an expert. And she calling y'all to get her advice. I was like, what kind of twisted stuff? I said, y'all call in to try to get advice for this lady? Or she was unlistening to give her own advice. Because they was kept going and going. I said, girl, I ain't coming here to get no advice for you. I'm not telling you. And then when the ladies keep talking, keep asking for the name. What's your name? I said, girl, she just told you your name a couple of times. Like, how many times you gonna keep forgetting the name? Yes. So when people want to call her, it was one lady before Gigi was asking her legitimate questions. And the questions, she was dodging around the questions. She was basically answering the questions. I said, girl, she was asking straightforward questions. Why the hell are you not answering them? Like, for example, when you find out he's married, how you feel like all that stuff like that. And then she kept justifying. So when Gigi came on the scene, Gigi was calm, cool, collected, but also at the same time getting that Arionne together. Arionne couldn't take it. She kept going loud. She kept calling these ladies bees. y'all bitches don't know anything. Y'all hold this. Y'all bees that. Y'all can't understand it. All that sort of thing. Why you coming after me? Because the man was doing this. Your man going to know why your man nigga coming after me. He kept chasing after me. Why you blaming on me? You should be blaming the man. And nobody say me coming after you. Jesus say, listen, I'm not going to blame you. I ain't going to blame the other woman. Yes, I'm going to blame my man. But my problem with you, what wives are, is that you justify your actions instead of stepping up. So how come I don't say to about somebody when your man coming in front of my face? Why are you saying about? I would say, girl, calm the fuck down. Like, why are you so hype? Why you saying I'll justify it when the man comes to finesse me? When he telling me all this day. How you gonna justify it when he coming over and buying me all day, something like that? He come to my house calling me and figuring out all the time in the morning. When coming to my house and nothing, I say in the face, why are you gonna say that? When you say I ain't gonna accept no responsibility when he coming after me. He can't buy it after me. He dang after me. It was in my mouth. And I was in that pussy. So why are you thinking like I'm not nobody? And I'm somebody when no man coming after me? I said, girl, you justify it. Because you said, oh, y'all understand I was wrong for messing with my man. But yes, I was finessed by him. Yes, I was wrong for messing with my man, but I was always sitting in his face when I found out he's married. Yes, I was wrong for messing with my man, but he kept buying me things. At the same breath, she was calling him DL. She was calling him Trade. And I would say, oh. So you hopping over 7+ years relationship with a guy you call a DL and Trade? Who both terms are gay men? Is this what we doing, girl? You got pregnant by your terms by a gay man, huh? That's what she said, y'all. We don't know he's bisexual or not. That's what she's saying. All that. He called you a peasant. 50%. You'll be legs because it was convenient. You felt you have caught feelings of a guy. He didn't choose you at the end of the day. He didn't love you like you thought he loved you. So what? He was buying you things. They buy you things all the time to keep you quiet, to keep you happy. But not long ago, most of them don't even leave their wives. They may come to you pouring their hearts out, complain about their wives, so you think you have a leg up because they complain about your wives, but not knowing that the whole arrangement they coming to you is because they want to escape and have some sex, and they go back to their lives. Yes. And kept getting pregnant by a DL man or a Trade. So you doing all that because what? And then, like Gigi was so freaking, she had all the patience. Because I don't know how many women want to sit there and keep going and getting bees and get yelled at by this lady who don't even know. Because some of them would have course her out, she would have to cut them off. After a while, she did cut Gigi off because she started getting frustrated because she couldn't get through Gigi getting her together. And then we got this one bird on the live. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. I'm 100% with you, Arionne, because, this man ain't no good. And all like that. I don't know. I would say that to somebody's face and all that stuff like that. I want to you want man taking him because you ain't no freaking responsible because he shouldn't be doing all this stuff like that. And I was like, girl. Like, you thought you was a figure on what? A Girl Scout cookie? A Girl Scout for Arionne or something? And then I was watching Scotty live. Did this girl named ABJ? Yes, I said her name. Was capping so hard for Arionne. Because she was a beautiful girl. She's beautiful. She don't need to stand this. Why y'all trying to play? Because I said, beauty don't mean nothing. And yes, she could have had somebody else. And first of all, she came on live looking like a hot mess. Head all over the place. Because usually when we first met Arionne, she was always put together. In some way, shape, or form. Her hair was laid. She always cared about her looks. Now all of a sudden, put you through the ring, and now you're like a whole tornado on your whole head. Now all of a sudden, you don't know what to do. Your head all messed up. So, what did she say? She said, well, He kept coming after me for 7+ years and everything. He kept coming to me. And also, he was buying me things. He got me a car. He was paying my rent. And I said, good, he was doing all that shit. Shut the hell up and just keep doing it. Because you thought, because he kept coming after you, you was the special one. And now you said in your own breath that he was probably messing with other freaking side chicks at the same time. So, if he was messing with other people at the same time he was messing with you, what made you the special one? You made yourself the special one. He didn't make you. That's why he had the sexual affair with you and don't have no feelings for you. Yes, he's the mother of his child, but that's all it is. Because if it was something, he would have been with you right now. I don't keep saying that. He would have been with you. You remember when she went on live, she was all happy on April Fool's Day, going on a date with him, hugging on his behind his neck. Oh my God, yeah, I'm telling you on a date, yeah. He couldn't choose me. All on live, happy about it. And look, y'all still not in a relationship. On April Fool's Day, your holiday. Your holiday, he put you on out. He took you out on your holiday. April Fool's Day. Yep, that's a holiday, y'all. He took her out on her holiday. So, what made you a special one? Because he was eating my box. He was eating his white box too. He was coming out of sex. He probably was coming out of sex with you too. He was getting head for me. You were getting head for Mel. But he kept going because it was a thrill of it. He didn't want to stop. Or the lack thereof, if he wasn't getting his own, he was coming to see you. And now that he's broke, he don't have much money. What can he give you? Now he's no good. He not the one for me, y'all. It was not good. It was hey, I shouldn't have done it. But girl, you had a pattern of doing this. And I believe you would still keep doing it in the situation that Mel didn't leave him. As soon as that Mel left him, you was mad as hell. You was mad. You realize she got madder than when she was before when he was in a relationship. Girl, hump your base. Why the fuck are you mad? You have the girl now. So, when it comes going back and forth with Gigi, she said, yeah, do that. And she was making it seem like it was a badge of honor. But Gigi's trying to understand, that's not a badge of honor, girl, because at the same time, he was doing this for other people. And even paying the rent and everything, that's still not a badge of honor because he could have done that to other people as well. Taking money that he got in his household, paying rent, doing this, buying cars, all that stuff for other people, just keep them quiet, to be happy. So, you wasn't special. And your pussy wasn't popping like that. According to Gigi. So, girl, you're not the one. You wasn't the one. You wasn't the one. And he kept circling back to Martell. You kept circling back. And she kept trying to bring him back to Martell. And Gigi said, I don't want to talk about him. I just want to talk about you. Because to be a quiet as kept, a lot of these ladies were trying to help Arionne in the live. But no, she couldn't get it out. Her whole dome man head, thinking that she was talking to freaking Melody, that she was seeing red. She definitely lost her mind. Because she thought she was thing. Because he coming after her. That's what I was saying. That, yes, like I said earlier, it's possible for someone to keep coming at you because your sex, yes, he probably coming at you because your sex, not, your sex might not be good or not. Did you ask him how good your sex was? Maybe he kept coming at you because that's what Gigi said. That's what D do. That's what they do. When they have a hole, not a hole. Well, maybe both. When they have a hole, they could go to, especially if easy. Whether it's whack or not, they're going to sit going to it. Is you available? Now, he might find another chick that he probably have bomb sex with. But since you was kept going after him, you kept be easy access. He know you a dumb bimbo. He will keep having sex with you. So you wasn't popping. Not unless the fact that he didn't take it on his own pawn and stuff to leave Melanie. Because of that, she was upset. And Gigi was trying to go after her and everything, and she cut Gigi off. Now you can know she was upset. Because I was like, when you upset in a household, like for example, your man or your woman would promise you sex, something like that, and you probably get something. And you came home, you didn't get nothing, they went to sleep, and you mad as hell, they went to sleep, and you prepared yourself. So you're up here in the freaking household. She was doing all of that. I said, girl, why are you begging shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, your baby sleep? She was banging and sticking and giving us the figure death eyes. She was like, walk on the screen, giving us. I was like, okay, girl, who you mad at? Yo, that scene was funny, y'all. I ain't gonna fight. When she got off the screen, started banging stuff, like I said, drop another pot and pan, girl, because you was really mad. I was dropping shit, banging pots and pans and everything, because she was mad. I was like, girl, she lost it. She lost it. I was like, girl, you act like your ass for the freaking. Baby, you probably turned down your dick appointment because the way how you was banging stuff around that freaking live at close to the end. And then when another lady came on, they cut the live off because she was on for too long. I was like, yeah. I was laughing. Don't even wrong, y'all. Y'all got to see that because that shit was funny. I was laughing. I said, oh, girl. But I got to say, girl, you should. That's karma. Don't think. Don't do that because he kept coming after you. He was convenient. If you didn't make a convenience for him, he probably would find someone else. And that's the whole point to it. It was a sexual thing. It was nothing more. You caught feelings and you got your feelings hurt. So when everybody try to value this lady, trying to big her up like she was of certain importance, keep asking Martell, you must have some emotional connection with the girl that you were going so long with the 7 years. No, he had a sexual gratification with this girl. He had nothing else with that. Nothing else. It doesn't matter what he was buying her. It was nothing else. Unless he value you and respect you as a woman, that he will throw away his own relationship for you, that's on you. That's on him just choosing you. But the fact that you mad at Martell at Melody more than you mad at Martell, that says something about you, girl. I don't know what you want to go on Melody for. Like you mad at her? Like she messed up your opportunity to be with the guy? No, she ain't messed up your opportunity. You can be with him right now. It's on him. So get at him. At Mel. You wish to talk to Mel, but you're not gonna have it now. You're not gonna have Mel. She's not giving you a time of day. Oh yeah, if Mel want to make music and videos and all that stuff about her situation, that's can. Cause every artist makes videos and songs about this current life situation. They stick it out. That's what Johns do. That's what I'm saying. That's what they do. So basically, the whole 4 hours live was all because he called her 50%. I said, oh, girl, you just stay losing. But you can't be sorry for her when it's a pattern that she has. It's a pattern. When people told me about how her first baby came out here, I said, girl, you like this. And no. And if you ever get serious with someone else, nobody can take you seriously. No. That was all. Did anything I missed in the live they would discuss? Because besides projecting, people didn't want to. She feel like people judging her. I'll say, listen. The fact that nobody hates you. We just like your damn ways. And we just like how the fact you can't take self accountability. That's what we don't have. We have an issue. If you were to say, listen, you know what, y'all, I fucked up. Yes, you know what? I messed with a man. I should have never done that. You leave it alone. And then she kept referencing how she was so young. She was so young. She was this. I was young. And this, that, and that. I was so young. I was young. This and that. I said, and trying to make it seem like these, and then she calling these ladies wives old bitches. I said, you were 30-something years old, girl. If you call yourself in the 20s as young, and these girls who's like probably in their 40s old, then you middle age, girl. So you ain't nowhere near far in their damn age. The hell you talking about? They could bring it down because I wasn't about to watch that mess. The only part I shared was the Gigi part. That's the one that's funny. But everything else before Gigi, it was something. But, you know, she inspired her control to start to Gigi. That's what it was. But, yes, Arionne Curry, so you're 50%. What you going to do about it? Find someone else. Find your own person. Find your own person to mess with. But she don't want that. She like the thrill of messing with other people, man. And that's what you like. That's what you like. But don't get mad at them when people don't want to accept you. And you need to stop justifying your actions. It's no but or however or this or that. You did it. You did it. And once you find out, you kept going. Point blank, period. You being disrespectful to the wife, that's on you. So when your bags is not together, when you can't be on a TV show, it's on you. But you could be making money right now. You create a whole YouTube platform, and your ass could be monetized by now. How freaking people will clock to your freaking channel to see how dumb you look, or what you sound, or people might support you, and you could have got your freaking views up. And all these small YouTubers or everybody making money out of you but you. That's just sad. You just a sad, terrible girl. You really sad. Now I know people will say, come get your family member. I said, I guess they was like, okay, we can't mess with this girl. She's a lost cause. We can't tell her nothing when it comes to Martell. So it is what it is. But yes, that was the last one. Yes. So people came in. How y'all feel? How y'all feel? Not just about this, but any other topics I discussed. I talked about the Russell Future. I had talked about the Martell. I had talked about on Ryan's beat. I talked about Ricky Martin's story. Or anything else I haven't gone. I know I didn't mention the Kevin Gates because I think Auntie Mama will talk about her channel about Kevin Gates and his little stuff that he was saying. But all that stuff. But other than that, yeah, that was some major topics that happened on this week. Shell worse. The worst. And the fact that she got this popularity over being who she is and making herself known, and she didn't make no money out of this. That's what's sad about that. That's what you mad at, because you want the show to be an NOB, or no, you don't have to use the show, girl. You had your own platform. And stop doing your lives on Instagram like you're getting paid for that. You better do on Patreon or something like that. I go to StreamYard and go to YouTube, girl. You're gonna make money out of this. But no. Oh well. You don't want to take the advice, but you want to give advice. Okay. That's on you. Everybody who capping for Arionne, help your girl. Help your girl if you capping for this girl, because she's a lost cause. She's a lost cause. Melody's Martell's pushing. He pushes fish. Martell is full of it, because he know he can't take some full responsibility. Now he getting on that panel act like he did take responsibility, but every chance you get, you still bashing the lady. So how are you taking responsibility? You're not. And once you get him upset, he go right back to what it was. So you're not taking responsibility at all. Future Russell debate. I don't know. People let that go. Stop making this a debate. and this our own community is still making this carrying this on. At the end of the day, pour into your guys as much as you pour in your daughters, and make sure these guys learn how to treat the woman. Point blank, period. And no, women don't need to be broken. Yeah. Orion, you put that piece out there for social media. Hey, you got a dose of medicine. Don't put nothing else out there if you don't want to get leaked out. And then that Ricky Martin stuff. Ah, my gosh. If that is true, it's alleged, but if that is true, that's some sickening thing. I can't. But if it's not true, I don't know what's the end game in that nephew. I don't know what's up. Hey, Licky, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, yeah, he messed with Janae Wacko, right? Yeah, she is blessed. Mess with online, yes. Thank you. Hope you continue on to join me in the future. What's up? Yes, y'all. So if y'all had anything else, that was the live, y'all. I appreciate all y'all coming in through and everything. If I forgot anything, y'all put it down on the comment section and everything. That's a first dividend. Oh, okay. Listen. It was somebody to give a try to. I gotta see. See, he needs to put it out when it's really hard to see how it is. Because you know how I feel about today. But if it's just right, child, that's something. But yes, y'all. But I hope y'all had joy. Please, if you haven't, please like this video and also share it out there as well. Let people know about me. That's the only way we get bigger. Platform, everything. It's possible social media platform. Tonight, yes, I am going to watch along at the panel of Atlanta and Married to Medicine. Those of you who want to watch it, you can watch along on that tonight. Mr. 14, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Also, my Instagram, Mr. Ungrown. My Twitter is Thomas_grown. And my Discord the link is in my description box down below. Click on the link and follow my Discord because I do a lot of watch-alongs. We discuss things. Because not every show I put on my show update, I'll do reviews on. Some of them, baby, just watch along. So we discuss and we have a good time over there. Well, oh, what happened? I didn't know that either. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget, next Sunday. So catch up on your Married to Medicine, Dubai, Number Matters DC, and College Shell. We talk about that next Sunday. So 4 shows. And next Monday, we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta and P Valley. Now, a quick thing about the Love Matters DC, because somebody asked me something last night, and I'll discuss it a little bit here before we get over here. By Monique. Love Matters DC, the finale, I wasn't feeling that much. It was lackluster to me. It was blah. All right. How I feel about Monique is better or worse than how I feel about her Potomac. I just say that my opinion hasn't changed. I still okay with her, but I do see the patterns that she has that's not in a good light. Where how she has supports her peoples, her friends, and now we see more of the light of her, how she interacted with her husband. Now, some of the stuff that she did mention, how she felt about him being not deaf, he needs to have be more deep instead of being surface level and have a purpose in life. I do agree. You need to have everybody needs to have a purpose in life. If you don't have the purpose, you just being 60. You're not living. And I always go feel like that. I always tell people, say, are you living or are you existing? If you're living, you live in life. If you're existing, you just being there. You're not happy. So I do agree with that. But that last night episode, I don't know why she was upset. And I think that manipulative attack she was doing when she was crying, all that stuff like that, because she's getting in her way. I just didn't feel that. I was not feeling it. And I know people who watching the Discord with me can vouch for y'all how I feel. I was like, okay. I said, all right. Why are you mad? So I wanted y'all to tell me how y'all feel, because I was like, okay, I ain't want to be the only one, because I know people say, oh, no, I know this like the lady. I just don't know some of her ways. I'm seeing it more prevalent. So my thing is that it's not coming to great light, but I don't hate her yet. I know. I still feel something that she could grow and do better. And if she comes next season, maybe she will work on some of the things. But some of her ways that. And the fact that she mentioned something that she had to prove herself, I say the only way you need to keep proving yourself, she showed that no one lied on her season 5. Right there. If you had to prove yourself and you always had to prove yourself to someone, that tells to me that you're not showing yourself as your true authentic self when you first meet people. That's a word. This is what I say, y'all. If you always have to prove yourself to people, that means something that you are showing other people that's not your true authentic self. So when they will take into what you're presenting, you get upset because when they're not presenting, when you present to them, they're not accepting that. And then they're not accepting your real true value because you putting on something that they didn't get. So you put on a representative and they accepting that representative and not accepting the real truth because you're not showing that, then that means something that you're putting out there. So I know you said all your life you always have to prove yourself, prove your worth, prove your value. That's something that you had to go therapy for and everything because you don't have to do that. Because you always show your true self, you don't have to prove to anyone or have people accept your approval or accept your acceptance of them or have them accepting you. That's like she had that issue in Potomac when she tried to get on the Green Eye Bandits side and have backfire her. Now this thing I see how she treated Winter and went on the side Ashley and thing the Mean Girl clique is a pattern. And the fact that you got to keep proving yourself, it shows that you're not showing your true self, and that's not good. Oh, she had to prove herself. Yo, Chosen Soul, yes. And when he mentioned about I was like, girl, I understand you don't want to hear that, which I understand. You don't want to, nobody want to hear about the ex. But he didn't make it seem like it was a malicious thing. He would try to throw in her face. Oh, well, no. He would make it seem like, listen, even I was like, you the main girl in my life that I really love. That part. So that's how Monique, I know I'm not a big time YouTuber like everybody else, but I would let you know if you have to prove yourself to someone, that means you're not showing up yourself. And that's something that you have to deal with. And you always gonna feel turmoil with yourself because you're not showing up your true value. Be yourself. Nobody. That's it. That's what it is. So my take is like Monique in this light is not showing the best light because I see the patterns now. It's more prevalent. But I don't still hate the girl. I do root for her. And hey, Ashley, she's still Mean Girl. I can't like the Mean Girl answer for Ashley Gilman. And Elena, she's a follower. So that's what it is. And I like how they're going to jump on Winter. So we will watch a reunion. We're going to discuss it next Sunday, how that is. Because basically what she's telling us, if they all jump on this lady like that, I'm going to be pissed. But it is what it is. Not pissed because reaction show. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. But that's my take because I know that's the question I want to answer here. And I did answer another question. No, I did ask all the questions. People asked me last night. Thank you to Bobo. You better than you better not. listen. I don't hate the girl, but I see her ways though. I see her ways, and I said, "Come on, Monique." It's the reason why people say it. It's like, come on, you put up the front for saying we don't have to see that. See, I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining in. Auntie Momo, CM, JW, J Rudolph, Dicky, Laundra. Thank you for coming in. Hope you come by in the future. Els, Takoila, BK Empress, Tracy, who, as always, my original personal co-host. And love every one of y'all. I like see y'all soon. See you on the panel. And hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. There's no live tomorrow. I forgot to mention that. There's no live tomorrow because I'll be with my family because I don't like to do no live in my mother's house. They too noisy over there. I can't do that. So I need my peace over here. So no live tomorrow. So hope y'all have a great week. And during the week, we will do watch alongs. So stay tuned to my Discord. Click on the Discord and we just watch alongs on the shows. And that's it. But I see y'all all on the panel tonight. And also my watch alongs tonight for Atlanta Housewives and Miami Medicine. If y'all want to watch it with me. And I'll see y'all all next week. All right. So enjoy your week. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer?